How's it going, guys? Welcome to part 3 of Marvel Midnight Suns. Thank you for joining us yet again on this wonderful adventure. Last time we had a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and play those clips real quick. That is this.
Not Lilin.
She's awesome. Solid. This time it's time to dive right in and see what's next because this game has been just an amazing opportunity. Phenomenal story. It seems like we're going to meet some really fun characters as we're playing. And for those wondering why the screen is black behind me, I am installing a green screen so that the content going forward is better. So let's dive right in.
Congratulations.
New world or not, some things remain unchanged.
The look. What look?
Boldly charging headfirst into the jaws of your enemy. Courageously risking the lives of yourself and your teammates. Just to play the hero.
Strange takes a step back.
This is the Fire Dragon all over again.
Fire Dragoon. My memories may be fragmented, but as I recall, I killed the bastard.
And all it cost was a village.
Ah, of course. I see it now. The look.
Cut him some slack. It wasn't that simple.
It never is. Which is why I sent you to help. If Spider-Man hadn't come along today, we could have lost far more than...
Then the Sanctum?
Or Wanda.
She means I could have died. Again, putting an end to her eternal crusade against my mother.
You've been through a lot. For now, it's enough that you all made it back in one piece. More or less. We'll talk more later. Get some rest.
I think that friendship is going to be an interesting factor to this game for sure. Oh. Oh. This is... Yeah. That's a bit more map than I had anticipated seeing. Okay. Not a bad thing, but yeah.
That was
Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there. With a little help.
Get where? Thanks. Think you could have done better? I want Test Stark. You know it's always funny.
It is doubtful you could have done better. If you could, you would not have raised me from the dead.
Whoa, 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 don't go all rabid zombie demon on me. It was just a little constructive criticism. You did a commendable job, considering you were, reborn yesterday. I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. It sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and all. Besides, no one should be forced to walk the hallways around here alone.
Oh,
So,
Stark.
here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the early Mephisto collection. Full transparency, Hunter, there's another reason I asked to join you here, other than my abject terror of this entire facility. Stopped here before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink in your quill.
Interesting. There's nothing to be scared of. Thanks for the gift. And Quill, what Quill? I'm hoping
I
he
assure
says
you,
something.
there is nothing to fear here.
Well, it's easy to say not to be scared of things that go bump in the night when you are a thing that goes bump in the night. I don't even watch horror movies, and now I'm living in one.
Horror movies?
Oh, you'll love them. Imagine a painting come to life. Moving, talking, telling a story, one that just happens to be pulled from your very worst nightmare. Or just stop by my room. Fairly certain there's one hanging there already. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my soul. I'll leave you to it.
May your sleep be filled with pleasant dreams, Tony.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me, walking to my room.
Iron Man, new hero available. Alright.
Hi, I'm
Oh
Tony
my
Stark.
gosh.
But if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual, private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony, aren't you just repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
Superlink is your connection to the rest of your team, a social network just for superheroes. Check Superlink frequently for updates from other heroes in the Abbey. Okay. First post, 8 comments. Oh my gosh. What do you mean? We've had Superlink for months now. We use it every day. I meant first post that the Hunter sees. Excuse me. Robbie, you can't keep doing this when someone new joins Superlink. Robbie, yes I can. He means he will throw your spark in the lagoon. He wouldn't do that, right, Blade? Right, Blade? Fine. Last time. First we make Wanda leave, now we leave her to die. Some heroes. I assure you that is not the case. She was sent to you for protection. I see how that worked, Supreme Sorcerer. We both know it is more complicated than that, Miss Rasputin. I took Wanda as my apprentice for a reason. Have faith she can handle herself. Strange did everything he could to get to Wanda. So did I, and the Hunter. Take a breath, Ilyana. We'll get her back soon enough. Wanda should be here with us. Of that, I am in agreement. Alright. So we got the map, which we know now is pretty big. We got an inventory, abilities, resources, regions, masterworks, tarot cards, gifts, quest items, and combat items. Okay. We got heroes, which I'm excited. We now have Iron Man. That's fun. Iron Man is health 71, offense 15. He is our strongest hero now at level... Oh, he's level 3. That would be why. Okay. Interesting. Inspect the journal page, closet, and painting. Okay. I guess it's a different painting? It's fine.
There was never enough room for my armor in this thing.
Gloss earned from missions can be spent to unlock new cosmetic options for the Hunter and heroes, including outfits to wear around the Abbey. Select and purchase a new Abbey outfit for the Hunter now. Well, that's kind of cool. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of, like, any of these, but... Sure... I guess let's go with this, just because it's cheap. If I find one better in the future, I can grab it with less grinding. Oh, there's a journal page. Aunt Sarah wants me to practice my letters, and so here I am. But every time I dip this pink in it, we're going to ignore what I just said. Every time I dip this pen in ink, I just want more and more to go out beyond the yard into my secret spots. I left my dolls scattered about before the storm, and I'm afraid they're hurt. Do dolls hold grudges? Agatha says they don't, but I still feel sad for them.
My old journal.
Okay.
Maybe it is time I start writing in it again.
That jar has a weird glow, which makes me think that I want it, but it does not seem to be the case. It said investigate the painting, but it's not letting me investigate the painting, so I'm imagining there's another painting of sorts around here. Room upgrades. That's cool, so you can kind of customize your room. I don't know if it does anything, probably not, but always a neat little factor, I suppose. There we
We're
go.
all so happy then.
1710, painted by Sally Owens, oil on canvas. Okay. Go to sleep. Can we effectively go to sleep? I'm assuming the answer is no.
They're everywhere! We must fall back! To where?
The book! Is she reading from the book? Then we advance.
No! Hold the line! I can stop her! Only I can stop her!
Child.
Charlie! I know. I missed you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could.
Go to the forge.
Charlie was resting
Daily
so
Bugle
much,
Riposte
she
Bot
knows something was wrong.
and Nico Minoru
We'll talk more
both
later,
are both
but for
posted
now,
to
Stark has
Superlink.
requested your presence in the forge. I think he has another present for you.
Oh boy. Stark in his presence. That sounds phenomenal. Alright, swooping in at the last second to save the day, leading away that carnivorous sludge monster to keep NYC safe. Just gonna say it, he's the hashtag astounding Spider-Man. He had too many words. Don't let those words or the red and blue pajamas fool you. Spider-Man is no joke. Wow, looks like someone made a friend. More like an enemy of an enemy. Starting to think we could use one more of those, or could use more of those. There's that old Avengers tolerate your spooky strange teammate attitude I was looking for. I know who's going for this month's Team Spirit Award. Hashtag Blade cares. I have to go train. Poor Blade. That's great. Spider-Man and his amazing friends unleash monster upon city. Garish Bleecker Street Manor sealed off by authorities. When will the Spider Menace and his pet ink monster end their trail of destruction through Greenwich Village? And let's not forget about disgraced surgeon Stephen Strange. Is he in cahoots with the web-slinging wrongdoer? Did he hope to turn his row house into no house? The Daily Bugle, man. What are we gonna do about that? Garish, by the Ancient One. Who runs this paper? Mephisto? Figures. I'm not even mentioned in the article. Have we heard from our pajama-clad friend? Still nothing, but based on the police band radio chatter we intercepted, I'd say they're closing in on Little Italy. Doubt they're stopping for a slice. Everyone knows it's all about the linguine and clam sauce there. At least you didn't say a garbagool. Indeed, I met a gabagool once. We definitely do not want to invoke one of those right now. So, Spider-Man? Not that easy. These boys move too damn fast. Keep at it. Even in New York City, those two stand out. I like it. This, oh, that's reminiscent of some other titles, but it is pretty fun just the same. Really? I missed this the first time. 7 attack essence. Wait. Hey, skill essence. Credits? Did I just miss everything the first time? A coven of witches from across the sea has sent for our help. I regret that I cannot do more, but Lilith and I are stretched to our limits. I've sent a moon seal to their home in Salem. By way of Knights of Woundagore, I have no doubt this will take care of the troubles they face. You know, I am going to just claim that these were added after and that I couldn't see them because I otherwise missed a ton of stuff. But there's 6 gloss. I don't really want to run around this sanctum again this second. I will do that later. But I imagine there is more stuff that I quote-unquote missed.
Check out Blade making nice with the big guns.
Arcane Keys, did I get one? I don't think so. No.
Captain
Okay.
Marvel is an exception.
So I need to go to the Forge. The Forge is this
Right.
way.
And now
Let's
Stark
go
is
ahead and head that way.
Now,
Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The Forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered, well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep, I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just try it on. Still think it could have used a cloak.
Stylish, damn near indestructible.
Talk to Tony.
Got the size right. Not bad for our first collaboration.
I still think it could have benefited from a cloak.
You think everything could benefit from a cloak?
I do not.
Oh, I've heard the things you whisper to your cape when you think no one's listening.
Ah, the joys of sharing a workspace. And I'll have you know this cloak has helped me save the universe from extinction on countless occasions.
Could you at least tell it to stop rearranging things on my side of the cave?
I have, but it considers you something of a slob.
You know, I have a great psychiatrist in the city. Maybe you should talk to him. Although, I think he's working for Hydra right now.
The banter is pretty good. I'm enjoying this. Alright, so it told me there's something new. Oh, that's because it's showing me that I need to talk to these two.
Report here, but I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
Okay, well, telling you have a nice day and then having a option to pick didn't work out very well. But certainly got that new suit of yours. Yep. Thanks, appreciate the effort. Probably a little too soon to tell, don't you think? Why is there a demon in the forge? Thanks anyway. You know, I'm kind of curious of what the demon in the forge is. I feel like it's too soon for this one to matter.
Tell me about this demon. Why is it there?
Well, you would probably know more about that than me. I'm still working on a way to keep track of everything that goes bump in the night around here. Whatever they've got trapped down there, it's hotter than hell by a few thousand Kelvin, very pissed off, and really good at weaving synthetic microblends. But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
What's so special about this new suit anyway? You don't seem to like magic much. You see anything strange around the Abbey? What exactly is this room again? So what's your story, Tony? And I think that's all for now. I'm curious of what his story is based on the relation of this game. But him as Iron Man is a very well-known story. The suit, I'll find that out as I play, I'm sure. There's gonna be your general lore about it, but I think the ultimate idea of what is new will be findable by playing the game. I honestly think I'm gonna go with this one just simply for the factor of him hating the Abbey so much. I find it funny.
Seen anything strange around here?
What, other than my roommate? Boom! Roasted! But on a more serious note, this place is legitimately haunted. Mirrors look back at you. My room rearranges itself. And worst of all, magic cats.
You're not scared, are you? I suppose it could be worse. A black cat? I gotta.
Was it suspiciously elusive, even for a cat?
Actually, yes. Thought I was going crazy there for a second, but clearly I'm still firing on all cylinders. It just poofed in next to me out in the yard. Small, black, furry.
It's actually a thing.
Cute little thing. Probably some kind of shape-shifting monster knowing this place.
Okay, fair enough. Well, let's go. You don't seem like
Is all
magic.
this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
Gamma again, you all seem to really love that stuff. You mean changed because of me and my mother, and so why is your best friend a wizard then? This one's just straight hilarious. The other two are actually trying to get to the point of something. I can't.
You and the doctor seem to work well together.
Well, no need to put a label on things. The guy is good at making sense of this madness every now and then. He's not talking to his cape.
Alright, let's ask him what's so special about this.
I take it this new version is a technological marvel?
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spooky over there. And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a raven.
I liked the old suit. Sounds impressive, but what does it all mean? I don't know what half of those words are, but I think there is an insult buried in there. That's fair. That's fair. I think I'm gonna ask, what does it all mean?
So it is a marvel, then?
Lightweight, nearly indestructible, and modular enough for future upgrades.
Future upgrades.
Frankly, I wouldn't have used your old suit to wax the Mandarin's car.
That future upgrades part, I think is gonna be important. There's probably gonna be some sort of gear system with this. What exactly is this room?
What sort of things are you doing in here?
Oh, that's right. You were out a while. Basically, we've got a gigantic demon inside the magic box here that provides near limitless power for whatever we might need. Sounds insane, but sometimes it's easier to just go with it.
Poor Tony. Can't we use this against Venom? Seems a little dangerous, and that sounds amazing. You know what? I'm curious. Can't we use this against Venom?
Okay. So, why not magically create a way through that symbiote shield?
Have you ever known it to work that way? We can't just wish upon a star here. We need to know what we're making first and put together the right components. Otherwise, I'd have already whipped up Strange a new personality.
Alright, fine.
You must have an interesting origin story of your own.
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom, a famous socialite. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head, and was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a super suit and started fighting crime.
That's a lot to deal with. Well, I guess it all worked out in the end. Or a bit full of yourself, aren't you? I guess let's try and make the friendship here. So let's go. That's a lot to deal with.
I guess we have all had difficult childhoods here.
Yeah, no kidding. I can't tell you how hard it was to memorize all that at Skrull Sleeper Camp. Just kidding. Or am I?
Got there. Got that +1.
Thanks for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time.
Okay. And another +1. To a particular type salvage. Interesting. Analyze the gamma coil. That's what we have to do.
Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at Yield Demon Hunting School, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning. But Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They're using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it?
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? How's it going, boss?
Analyzing gamma
Tony's
coils.
Forge of Mystery, we never close.
Tony Stark can use the coil material recovered in combat to create hero abilities. Only one of the abilities on offer can be selected, so choose wisely. Okay. So we're analyzing it. Commons. So there's going to be rarities for this.
Got some upgrades for you, hot off the press. Or forge.
Ah, I see. Okay. Interesting. So seeing as we already own 2 of each of these, it's really just which one would we want extra in our deck. I like having the 2 make 'em bleeds for the draw, but I don't feel like we need more than that. I don't think we need more knockback either. The quick strike I have ran into wanting more, so I will
when you have a
take
minute,
that.
come meet me in the yard.
A copy of a currently equipped ability. If taken to the yard, duplicate abilities can be combined into new, more powerful versions. Okay. New post was added to Superlink. And talk to Blade is the next objective. Looks like we can also talk to, well, Dr. Spooky there. But I guess before I do that, I want to see what was said here. How long has the Abbey been haunted? What do you mean? The Abbey's old, but there aren't any ghosts here. Did anyone hear a shriek? That was me. What happened? Tony was walking while typing. He lost his footing. Ooh, the steps in the forge are haunted. You see, this is why I don't engage with her. That's amazing. I think we already read this one. Yeah, we already read this one. Okay. That's funny. Alright, before I customize his deck, let's see what we can do about this upgrading thing. So I'm interested at that.
Hunter, your new attire suits you quite well. But how are you holding up on the inside? I know it's easy to look upon me and simply see the universe's utmost authority on all things mystical and macabre, Hunter. However, in addition to being Earth's Sorcerer Supreme, I am also your doctor.
You mean a physician of the medical arts? You jest.
I assure you, Hunter, I do not jest. They don't call me Mr. Strange, now do they? Except for Tony. Your awakening ritual was admittedly a touch more chaotic than I had originally intended, and well, after your violent encounter with Venom, my oath to Hippocrates compels me to check in with you. Simply put, how do you feel?
Feelings are irrelevant. I have a job to do. Like I woke up on the wrong side of the grave. I'm honestly more worried about you. I like that. I have to go with the
You lost
comedy.
much yesterday, Doctor. I am the one who should be asking you how you are feeling.
I appreciate that, Hunter. I admit I did not expect the child of Lilith to have the capacity for such empathy. And you're right, of course. I, for one, do not know if I will ever feel 100% again after the events of yesterday. I still can't believe what transpired, the sanctum, all that knowledge, Wanda, lost. Swallowed whole by the black mouth of that foul venom creature. With all my resources, all my gifts, I should have seen this outcome spelled out in the sacred geometry of this universe years ago. But I miscalculated.
No, you let your guard down. I was never any good at math either, and don't blame yourself. Let's go for the friendship, I guess.
Lilith's power has placed a dark shroud over us all, Doctor. You are not alone in this.
Your words are appreciated. Still, I must not allow the underlying truth of the situation to become shrouded as well. It's not just the Sanctum Sanctorum that was lost yesterday. It was my protege, Wanda. She is my charge, my responsibility, and I failed her. But I am determined not to let that happen with you, Hunter, which is why I am here to answer any questions you may have. Perhaps my wisdom may benefit you more than it has me thus far.
What exactly is Venom? About the Sanctum's Wards of Protection. I'd like to know more about Wanda, and I have to be going now. So I think this is going to be a three-part where I can ask all three. So I'm going to start with what exactly is Venom.
A creature on the roof. You have run into it before.
Unfortunately, yes. In the simplest of terms, Venom is an alien species living in symbiosis with a human known as Eddie Brock. He's something of a fixture in New York these days, but typically his hijinks are confined to harassing Spider-Man.
Lilith seems to have found other uses for him, and Eddie is a willing participant. Maybe Spider-Man can tell us how to deal with him. I'm gonna go with maybe Spider-Man can tell us, because I want to see if we can get Spider-Man recruited soon based off this.
Sounds like Spider-Man is Venom's nemesis. Maybe he has some insight.
Of course. I have no doubt Spider-Man will prove to be an invaluable asset in the ongoing fight against both Venom and Lilith.
Oh, good. So we can ask all three. So I'm going to now ask about the Wards of
Tell
Protection.
me about your Sanctum's Wards of Protection. I have never heard of a protection spell that powerful.
In your time, I'm sure you've encountered a variety of minor wards and protective spells. The Sanctum Sanctorum was shielded by one such incantation, but greatly amplified by the convergence of ley lines.
In New York, you said the wards had never been broken. Remind me again about ley lines, and assuming we retake the Sanctum, can you restore the wards? I want to know more about the ley lines.
Ley lines?
Often dismissed as pseudoscience in the modern day, ley lines actually represent the convergence of magical energies formed within the Earth itself. Ancient civilizations built their temples along these lines, tapping into the power flowing through them. 2 such lines converge at the Sanctum's location. Needless to say, the wards benefit greatly.
Okay. And I'd like to know more
How
about
did
Wanda.
Wanda come into your care?
Wanda's story is quite tragic and perhaps not mine to tell. There was an accident on the Abbey grounds not long ago involving Agatha.
What exactly happened? Wanda has been staying with you at the Sanctum. Is Wanda really as powerful as they say? Agatha. I think I gotta go with this, because top of my head, I don't remember who Agatha is.
I feel like everyone is avoiding mention of Agatha.
I can't say I'm surprised, but I'm afraid it's really not my place. You should speak to Sarah about her when you're ready.
Okay.
Let us talk later.
Visit whenever you like. It's not often I get to converse with a true legend.
How's it going? Welcome to the end of episode 3 of Marvel's Midnight Suns. This game has been phenomenal. I hope you're enjoying the story with me as well. There's a lot of story content. I know we didn't get to do a battle today, but there are plenty more to come as we get through the tutorial experience here. What we did do today is we figured out about the unlocks with the ability to upgrade cards, which is really cool. We found Tony Stark is now part of our party, and we've learned a lot more about the backstory of some of these characters. I'm excited to play more. The combat is really fun, and we'll be seeing a lot of that here in the next upcoming episodes. And until the next time, like, subscribe if you're enjoying this content, and have a wonderful day, everyone.